Hey everybody, this is Dark Side Elite here, and I wanted to talk about the last episode of Titans. It was Titans season 2, episode 3, called Aqualad, and um I want to talk about it. There's a lot that happened in here. We got introduced to Garth, and we found out we found out one of the big reasons why the Titans broke up, and I have a huge feeling that this is the reasoning why Dick Grayson went further down into the darkness. And to me, this was a really good episode. This was a really good episode. I talked a little about this with Hawk, and he doesn't like it very. He doesn't like Titans very much, and it's due to the same thing as me. I don't like the character Rachel. They kind of ruined the character. The actress is doing a really piss poor job with it, and also the writing for it. So, but that's here or there, and I'm not gonna judge the whole series off of one character. I'm gonna judge it for the writing and how well they're trying to portray these characters. Raven is not that good. I'm sorry. If you guys like the character, that's fine. If you like how they write in her character, that's great. I'm very happy with it. But I'm very happy that you love it. But for me, it's not, to me, it's not something that I would aspire that I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna watch for more of her in the show, unless they completely get her someplace where she's closer to her comic book counterpart, not power wise, but acting wise. And that means that the actress is gonna have to do a lot more. Um, not dramatic acting, but more method acting, and she's more of a drama actress, and it's just bad to me. It's bad. Okay, but let's get into this. And I'm gonna try to make this as non-spoilery as possible. I think you guys should watch it. If you want a spoiler, please let me know down below. I will do a spoiler. I just don't want to film one if no one's gonna want it. But let's get into it. We got a little bit of information about Deathstroke. That they got that Deathstroke got. This happened 5 years ago. So this was 5 years prior to season one. So pretty much this was one of the first times when I think this is right before before Dick Grayson leaves, before he leaves Batman. So this was building. This episode is building to why Dick Grayson did what he did in season one. So again, I'm not going to spoil that. If you haven't seen it, again, put it down below, and I will explain it the best way I can. Um, so we got a little bit more about Deathstroke, and he goes on a killing spree. So you got him killing various people. We got information about he gets he gets information from his handler, and he goes on a hunt. Now we got introduced to Garth. I like the actor playing as Garth. You know, he reminds me that I think that they wrote Garth in mind of Jason Momoa's Aquaman. They are close to the same. Very laid back. Um, they are in your face. They know what they can do, and they live by the seat of their pants. It is really cool, because just like the tide moves in and out, so does they're not they're very there. While you get a little bit about Donna, and that things were growing between those two. So that happened in the comics. People can go, what? I go, no, it happened in the comics. Garth and Donna were having a relationship. They were growing their relationship in the comics. That happened. And and this was before Donna disappeared. So um we got information about that. And then we get information about their first confrontation with Dr. Light, because this is their information about Dr. Light. And Dr. Light kills an individual, an old school buddy of his. Now, um, I'm going to tell you guys, like I told Hawk, I don't like this version of Dr. Light. They made him a genius. They made him they made him very intelligent, but they made him a thug. He acts like a thug. And that to me is like very off-putting, because Dr. Light is a very dangerous, methodical villain. And also, and I know they can't do that in the show, but they could have made, he in the comics, he was a rapist. He was an old man and he was a rapist. He was like in his 40s or 50s when he did this, and he raped somebody. I think he raped Sue Dibney, and he did a lot of damage. It was a lot that Doctor Light did before he died. No, he did die. I'm sorry, he did die. And then he got replaced with the new Doctor Light. That became a good guy, a good woman. I'm sorry, good superhero. It was a woman, and um, but they made him into a thug. I didn't like it very much, and but he gets his he but you get the understanding of his powers that he literally, instead of him harnessing it into himself, he actually harnessed it into a device on his chest. So it was kind of like the Iron Man suit. It was kind of weird. It was kind of stupid, but it seems pretty cool. Um, um, it's not very comic booky, but I think that it fits the universe very well. It's very gritty. It's not very comic booky like they did it in the Flash TV show, but it's very 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 gritty. Um, so they confront him and they defeat him, and you get the more relationship between Donna and Garth, and you also get the fact is that Donna is not there for very long. So you're like, what the heck is going on there? Now I don't want to reveal that, but there's more about that whole situation, and she doesn't want to pursue a relationship with Garth because she's not going to be there for very long. Now, you get the understanding that Richard and Dove are together. So Richard and Dove are together, and they reveal the reason why Hank and Dawn are not together. So why Hank and Dove are not together, and it seems like they're okay with that. It seems like they're very well okay with that, and it's like okay, that seems really cool. So I think that there's something that happened. Something happens in this next episode because the next episode is called Deathstroke. So this next episode is going to be all about what happened with Deathstroke and what messed that whole team up and why everyone is where they're at. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to put anything out there. I'm going to wait to this episode on this Friday to find out what the heck happened with them. Now, now, now you get the understanding that he tries to go and see his son Jericho, and yes, they made him a mute. Now they're also said that he was a transgender. Who cares? Who cares? I mean, unless he's gonna whip it out, we don't. I don't care. The kid's mute. That's all we needed to know. We didn't know he have to know he was transgender. Who cares? It was weird. It was very very weird. It just seems like they had to say that for no apparent reason. And to me that's just weird. So whatever. We meet Jericho. We meet Adeline, his real mom. That's his mom. His mom's name is Adeline, and we know that they're on the run. She mentions some things, and they move forward from that. So we know that Slade knows where they're at, but he's not approaching them. So it's like okay, we understand that. Now now we don't know if he has powers because he's supposed to have powers. Jericho's supposed to have powers. He's supposed to be able to project his own mind into people's bodies and take them over. So he has mind projection. So we don't know if he has that. Cool. If he doesn't, okay, that's cool too. Um, Now we're also gonna get a little bit. We get a little bit more. We get a lot more with Richard because he made this team so he can get away from Bruce. Basically, that's what he did. He made this team to get away from Bruce because he doesn't want to be Batman, and he knows that every time he's around Bruce, he's becoming more and more like him, and that's been his gigantic fear this whole time that he is becoming Bruce. And Dove kind of assures him that no, you're not. Don't be like Batman. Don't be alone. Don't be this. Don't be that. Just be yourself. So we get more information, and Garth is about to have his going away, his big birthday bash. He's gonna have a big gigantic birthday bash, and that's when Donna starts talking to her handler, and her handler mentions that okay, it's time for you to go. She goes back and she talks to Garth, and her and Garth, they have this intimate moment and they kiss, and that's when they have sex they have sex. Um, he wakes up. She's gone because she's packing up her bags and she's leaving. So he goes off to meet her, and he reveals to her that he loves her, and if this is what you want, that's perfectly fine. But you're gonna live with life with regret. I don't. This and this and this. So we don't know why she has to leave. That's the big thing. We don't know why she has to leave. And I guess that they're gonna hopefully they reveal that. We need to know why she had to go. They I assume she has to go because it's kind of like the Dutch what is it? It's supposed to be their it's like their oh god, their right. Yeah, the rights to adulthood. That's what I think it. That's what I think it is for Donna. It was their rights to adulthood. So she gets to stay on Earth for she gets to stay in Manland for a time being, but she has to go back to finish the rest of her training and either become a warrior or a possibility to replace Diana if anything ever happens to Diana. So we don't know yet. We don't know anything about that. That was the whole crux of Donna's character. She's supposed to be a young version of Diana. So we're gonna find out a little bit more about that. Hopefully, I hope they kind of bridge this out a little bit more. Then we come to find out that Garth, something happens with Garth. I don't want to reveal it. Something happens with Garth, and um, the team the team finds out what happened, and they immediately learn about its Deathstroke. And Richard uses all of Wayne's technology and Wayne Enterprises tech to go through and find out who the heck it is, biometric scans and such like that, and he finds out that it's Slade Wilson, Deathstroke. So the team gets together and they go and now they're gonna hunt down Deathstroke because of what happened with Garth. And the first thing they do is they find out about his son Jericho. So Richard confronts Jericho, and he kind of allures him with other things. He doesn't come with him with the intention of what he's going to do. He goes to him in a different front, and they're going to do something. So to me, I really really love this episode. I think it was really good. Probably one of the better episodes of the season right now. It's ranked up there. We just have to see more. We never got the rest of Connor. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on with Connor, and we don't know what's going on with Rachel and Gar and Jason because after the last episode, Jason is taken. So we have a feeling that they're gonna go after Arthur, and then they're gonna realize that Arthur's working with Deathstroke. So we're gonna get a lot of stuff that's going on with that, and the revelation of what happened between Deathstroke and the Titans. So now, um, what do I think of this series already? I think that this series is going to start getting really good. I really did like the first season. I thought the cliffhanger was really good. I thought they kind of dropped the ball a little bit on the beginnings of the season, what they did. And again, I'm not going to try to reveal that. I think that people should watch it. If you already seen it on the around and heard about it, okay, good. But I'm not revealing it here. But I think that they did a really bad job with that. I think that they should have built that up a little bit more and then left that on a cliffhanger. And then also we didn't get very much what's going on with Starfire and the rest of the Tamaranians because we they're coming. Okay, I'm sorry. That I think that's gonna be the big spoiler for this episode for me. The Tamaranians are coming. They're gonna come after Starfire. We're gonna have I think that happened in the comics before. I think that when she left a person on the altar, and that's the reason why she's on Earth. She's hiding on Earth, and they found her, and then like legions of Tamaranians came to Earth, and she had to fight them. They had to fight them, and it was big. I think it was a big event that happened that the Tamaranians were coming to Earth, and Starfire has to do something about it because she is the queen. She is the legitimate queen of Tamaran, and her sister. And if sure, and we don't know how they're gonna do her. We don't know how they're gonna do Blackfire. They mentioned her name last season. We don't know what they're gonna do with Blackfire. We don't know if she's gonna be a vicious person that wants the throne, or is she gonna be a caring, loving sister that just wants her sister there, and she just she wants to rule by her side. We don't know. So we got to see how that transpires. But I think that I still want to see more of S.I. Morales as Deathstroke. I need to see more of it. I don't want to see any more of this Arthur Light guy. I think they need to get rid of him. He's terrible. It's a terrible design for Arthur Light. It's a terrible design. And also it's a terrible personality. I don't like it. I think that it doesn't suit the character the way he is, but it does suit the universe that they're in, and that's fine. That's fine. Um, Now, the one other thing that I will leave here before I call it is that I think that people need to give it a chance. I still do. I think that by the mid-season, that's when we should judge it. I think we should judge the first season, the first half of the season, and then we'll judge and see how they're going to do the next half. Now, this only has 13 episodes, so by episode 6, that's when we're gonna know what's going on, and we're already episode 3, so we're already a quarter of the way in. So we gotta find out what's going on, and then build from there. But I do believe that they did a really good job with this episode. I still think that they should make a Hawk and Dove live action spinoff. I think that taking those two characters and taking them out of Titans and putting them into their own show. I think they should keep Donna. I think they should keep Superboy. I think they just build that team. But Hawk and Dove, build more grounded super vigilante team and have them build a new super vigilante team. Have them build the Outsiders. They were part of the Outsiders before, so why not? That'd be cool. That'd be really, really cool. So we have to see. And I still think that they should. Oh, because of them taking Jason, a lot of people are thinking that they're going to do Death in the Family storyline with Deathstroke. I don't think they're going to do that. That will be so stupid and it'll be force rushed. I think that they should do Death in the Family as a huge arc, and it should be a huge arc for Nightwing. I still think that in my heart of hearts, they need to kill Bruce Wayne. They need to kill this version of Bruce Wayne and have it cement a lot going on in Gotham, and then build how they're going to build a Dick Grayson from this point forward, because he lost pretty much an older brother. He lost his mentor, and we need to see how that's going to grow, and then having Jason dead and then coming back and then becoming the Red Hood and having and have Nightwing deal with the ramifications of Jason's death, and that'd be something different than we've ever seen. No Batman in Death in the Family. I know how people are going to feel about it. I definitely know how people are going to feel about it. I would love to see Batman in a Death in the Family, but this is Titans. This is Titans, so it cannot have Batman all over the place. It should be Nightwing dealing with the death of Bruce Wayne, the death of Batman, and also now Jason's back and he's going to pervert the Batman and put on the suit and start killing people. That would be cool. And you have Jason Todd in the suit fighting off Dick Grayson. That'd be really cool. So we have to see how that transpires. And like, comment, share, subscribe down below. Tell me what you think. Let's be civil. That's the only thing I care about. Let's be civil. So you guys have a great day, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye.